Another great little Victrola to look out for if you're looking for something that doesn't take up a lot of space is this machine, the VV-IX. And it's one step above the VV-VIII, which was the most inexpensive lidded machine that Victor made. And the VV-VIII was a step above the VV-VI, which was a lidless machine. But a step above that was the VV-IX, introduced in 1911. This is an example from 1912, and it's in very nice shape. And I'm going to demonstrate it here and play a record. We'll have a little bit of Joseph C. Smith here. And I've gone ahead and put a new needle in the machine. And this being an earlier machine, 1912, it has the motor sitting in the middle of the horn. And in fact, if you were to look up the slats, you could see the motor. If I had a flashlight handy, I could shine it up in there and you'd be able to see the motor through the slats. The spring barrels face the front. This is essentially the same motor that is in the Victor IV outside horn machine that you've seen me working on the Governor on, except the motor is backwards in the cabinet. On the VV-IV, the spring barrel is at the back and the Governor is at the front. And on this machine, the spring barrel is at the front and the Governor is at the back. It fits inside the horn is wider at the front than it is at the back, and the motor is wider at the front than it is at the back when it's mounted in the cabinet that way. So the winding gear actually runs all the way across the front of the motor and then to the reduction gearing that the crank would normally attach to on the outside horn machine. So a very interesting arrangement. And of course, being a Victrola, it has the lovely Victrola lid decal. And a nice feature that the horn machines don't really have unless you've got them sitting on a cabinet like I have mine sitting on. The needle cups and needle trays, and there's the data tag. So this machine has a very nice brake that is not a very common type of brake. It's a bit of a pantograph looking mechanism in there that operates the brake lever when you turn it on like that, and as you move it this way it very gently stops the motor. And I'll have to show you that brake in a separate video where I can pull the turntable off. So anyway, let's listen to Joseph C. Smith and his orchestra.
is young, with 12 kimonos on, and sing song girlies. Oh boy, hot toy, chung along a bung, hear the pitter patter of the sandal feet. And every scatty little dance they do is handle sweet. And when they roll their ramadies, it's pigtail paradise, that ching-a-ling-a-ling-ling chances are.
Of course, this machine is old enough that it doesn't have an automatic brake. Got to manually brake it. But a very nice machine. And of course, very nice when you find one and that's in very good condition too. Just love how crisp those ball catches are, closing those doors. So, anyway. You saw the VV-VIII video. Here's the VV-IX, another good beginner's machine if you're looking for something a little nicer, but still pretty compact. So, enjoy.